Five. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I like to make a toast to Major AJ. You know what I mean?
You know it's popping, my
Clink, clink,
brother.
clink. What's good, my
Cheers.
bro?
I'm good, my
Nice to see
brother.
you in person,
Finally,
bro.
finally, finally. Yo, bro, it's been a long time coming.
When I say 20, wait, 2021? Was it 2021, 2022?
22. I got signed
2022.
21, but I dropped
Sorry.
22.
2022 is
Yeah,
when I first got introduced to your
yeah,
sound, man.
retroverse time. Yeah,
I don't want to say music sound, bro,
yeah,
because
bro.
I did say with your first, is it retro?
Retroverse, yeah, the
That's
first
it,
EP.
retroverse.
Yeah,
I think I was the one person that liked a particular song that wasn't like
wasn't everyone's favorite.
wasn't everyone's favorite,
Woman
but I saw the side, I
Rascal.
heard the side, I went, nah, this is different.
Yeah,
How have you
bro.
been, bro?
I've been good, man. Thank God, man. Thank
Nice,
God.
man.
Been
Nice,
grinding.
man.
Been
Yo, guys, we've
pushing.
got Major Asia in the studio. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
Chocolate City.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Active, you know.
The guy that tells you guys he's not small, meaning me okay,
Carry.
you know what I mean? Vibes on
Sir.
vibes.
So
I like
good to
it,
be
bro.
here, man.
How has it been though? How's it been?
Yo, so good. It's my first time in London, you know. So like
I
third day
swear,
here. Like,
I don't even
it's
believe
just...
that. Look at this guy. He looks too fresh. I swear, I'm seeing this. He's even fresher than me. That I'm British.
No, I mean I'm an
Looking all
artist.
fresh,
I'm
you know
supposed to
what I'm
like package myself as
Package
much.
it.
But it's my
That's
first time,
true.
and it's the third day, and it's the code I don't like. I'm getting used to it slowly.
Oh yeah.
But like I really love the energy
It's
of
good.
the people.
Good for the skin though. The cold is good
Yeah,
for the
I
skin.
heard this code is really good for the
It's
skin,
good, man.
and
It's
like I
nice.
think I really like the city, the people, the energy has been fun so far.
Yeah, that's true.
fun
You're
so far.
still as a tourist, so you don't know how crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'm
London
still
people are.
experiencing the
Crazy.
tourist. You know, when the tourist comes into a city, I'm still experiencing the but I
That's
know there's definitely more.
but that's why for me, like even the studio we're in now, I made sure it's not in ends.
Yeah, it's not. I heard like you
That's
don't
what I
want to
do.
be in some ends.
It's not even that. It's just like I just like things done a certain way. Do you get it?
Yeah,
It's like here you rarely because this is like the posh area. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to say I'm posh. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like this is like you know what I mean. It's
yeah,
not
so it's
compared
all
to
tidy
where.
and organized properly. Yeah,
You saw the way it got treated, man.
yeah.
Like, oh,
yeah.
we're gonna no. See the other studios there.
Yes, it's gonna be like a whole lot of.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
here
man.
it's
But it's
all-
good,
it's
man. It's good,
organized,
bro.
bro.
It's so good to see like
So
an
good to see,
artist,
my bro.
in my opinion, anyways, grow this not quick, slowly and steady,
Yeah.
and get to this point and say, you know what? Anyway, this is the capital of Afrobeats, which is the UK is the
Yeah,
capital
so
of Afrobeats.
Afrobeats to the world, like it's from here.
Trust
After
me, it's
conquering
mad.
Nigeria, you
I
just
have
want to come to
Bruh,
the UK.
I actually think it's the other
Straight
way
up.
around, you know,
Really?
because I feel like if you conquer the UK,
Yeah.
somehow Nigerians would know you.
Mm.
I genuinely think at this point before I used to be like, oh, when you do Nigeria you go to UK. No,
Yeah.
I now think like everything happens
Yeah, I
here.
mean, right now there's been a shift. The industry is now.
That's it.
Yeah, true talk.
I mean, people
True talk.
work part time here and part time there.
Yeah,
Sick, man.
true talk.
What's going on though in general? What are you here for? Like,
Yo.
are you here just to chill?
Yeah, for PR, man. Here to introduce myself,
I
you know,
love
to the
that.
yeah, for PR. Here to introduce like Major AJ to the UK community, because like
That's
I'm
dope.
already working on my projects coming for the year. So like I just want to this year I want to like bring it to this region properly, like, and like I've been getting like you guys have been supporting me for like years. Like from here I've been getting like radio airplays. My song YP did some like numbers here, because he has a following
bro.
in the UK.
That song is
Yeah,
dope,
that song's so cool. And yeah, aromatherapy also, like there's
Yeah.
been a lot of love on my verse and the song in general. So I just there's nothing like coming in person, like being here in person,
Facts.
yeah.
That's true.
So that's what I'm trying to do, being here to come in person. Like I have interviews. I'm working with like some UK artists already. I'm linking up Oshamo.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
yeah, I'm
Shama is
linking with
dope.
Oshamo tomorrow,
Shama's
yeah,
dope.
and I'm excited about that. And looking to work with other UK producers, creatives as well. Yeah, so that's just what I'm here for.
But
just
that's
to
dope though.
introduce
That's really
myself to the
unique.
game,
Like
yeah.
normally we're used to someone only coming here because they want to do like a tour
Yeah.
or appearance or whatever the case is. The
Yeah.
fact that you're here just to bro, nah, give me a
Nah,
handshake for
man,
that. That's
bro.
dope. That's dope. Whoever came up with that
Thank you,
idea
man,
is
bro.
sick. That person needs a raise. Whoever said,
Yeah, man.
I think we should do this, that person needs a raise because that is so dope. Because normally people
Appreciate
just
it,
feel like, oh, I have to only go there if there's like a purpose.
Yeah.
So for you to genuinely say, I'm coming here to do the groundwork.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Appreciate it.
Again, obviously there's a thing going on now. You already know how the industry is.
Yeah,
The industry
actually,
is
right now,
purely
right?
based on content now. People
Yeah,
people
content,
are not
everybody's-
focused on the music,
If people
which
are not
is
like,
wild.
if you're not doing good content, like it's I think it's not even like with the old music. It's like generally. Since TikTok took over, since like people started getting paid on the internet, there's been a shift. Back in the day, like real jobs were the main thing. That's when you spend so much time on the internet, your parents are like, "You're not a serious boy. Why are you spending why are you spending hours on your laptop or something?"
It's
But you
big
know, like
facts.
I mean, I love the internet, but like I say, it's been good and bad. You know,
Mm.
it has advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is the way like you can communicate with someone in seconds, like the flow of information. The disadvantage is the fact that, you know, right now everybody's just trying to get clout.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a lot. Like some people are not even like, you see some people and you're like, what are you even doing? Like a lot of people, they feel like that's the easy way out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the groundwork, a lot of people are just ignoring the groundwork. Everybody just feels they can become an internet sensation, which is it doesn't work for everybody.
That's funny because it's true. People think, oh, I just need to be viral.
Yeah, and most people that go viral never plan it.
Bro.
Like you thinking you're going to go viral, the advice, change it. If you're having the thought that you want to go viral, just do something else. You probably never go viral.
You know what's even crazy as well? It's not even just, it's not about the virality. It's the fact that people forget that it's like a stock exchange. So whatever goes up, at some point will come down.
Come down, exactly.
So you want to be more impactful than be viral.
You want to stay for.
Do you want to stay forever?
long?
The longevity is what you should push
Go
for.
after, yeah.
Now, of course, I just want to talk about the sound and what kind of music you make, because
Yeah.
a lot of times I have this thing where, and I understand it's how the music industry works. It's like most people have a type of sound.
Yeah.
Now, if you're signed to a record label, we know record labels need to recoup. They need to get the money back, right? So I've heard so many different sounds from you. Like I said again, I see track 3 or track 4. I'm not sure now. That is the track I really like. That's the Rascal. That's a dope song.
Yeah.
Because it sounded a bit cultural.
Yeah.
It sounded very, I won't say too different, but it's like only a few artists are making that kind of sound,
kind of
right?
music, yeah.
And I feel like obviously the industry is like, we have to do what's more popular.
Yeah.
Even Kere sounds.
Yeah, still.
It sounds like an everyday Afrobeat. There's like a slight.
It's like a churchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, I'm not gonna lie, you're one of the guys that drop songs that have substance. You know, like I listen to our guy. This guy is either he's a fan of hip hop or he likes listening to rap.
Yeah,
like,
I was a rapper before I started
there you
singing.
go. You see that? I figured I was like, every song I've heard from Major AJ, I swear that it's not like it's just
the lyrics are so important for me. Even like there was a song I previewed like some weeks ago on my page, that it's a very bouncy party song, but I was still saying Kirisha Mashoni Dele, Korisha Mabani Dele.
Yeah,
like I was praying in the song,
sick.
like I mean, cause like I feel like like the greats have shown us that even like Burna and all, when they're doing party songs, still stuff substance. They're still saying something.
You have to say something.
Yeah, you don't need to just
can't be repetitive
so
about
I feel like lyrics are very important for me, because like I'm telling my story. Like when I listen to a song, I connect first to what the artist is saying. That's what I
same here.
To. Yeah,
I think that's the thing that got me kind of like more interested in your sound. Like I said, it's just the fact that I feel like, okay, I've heard this kind of sound before, but he's, you know what I mean, infusing his lyrics into it, which is so dope, because I'm not gonna lie, it's lyrics people remember more. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, we can talk about
like
it.
They're not like
you know what I'm saying?
The lyrics.
It's
like
the
once
lyrics.
it connects to you,
bro,
it just sticks in your head for life.
True say, like it's something people can use for their everyday lives. Like even fella growing up, you hear
what
a
gentleman. I thought like those things you can't forget it ever. Like you'll be even using it in your conversations.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Even with the whole Kendrick Drake stuff, it's like words that they've used. It's something that you can just say in an everyday conversation. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So what personally now, as of now that you're obviously working on like a body of work, like you said, to come out, what would you say, what type of sound are you like looking to project to the world? Not just Afrobeats community, because I know the vibe now is not just for the Afrobeats community. It's like you want to get other, you know what I mean, people from different parts of the world to connect.
Like I mean, to be honest, like one of the things I feel like with me is like there's really like, and that's what I'm starting to realize, there's really no particular sound of music of Major AJ. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I think when I got you today, you were like, you got introduced to my sound, not my music.
Not your music, yeah.
So because like for me, I don't really see music as a boxed up thing. You know, I think that was what Beyonce is even preaching with her last album, saying, because she did country music. You know, and I feel like my greatest strength is versatility. You get what I'm saying? Like I make Afro fusion is my music, and when you hear my music, I could tell you that it is a Yoruba boy with a lot of Anglican celestial musical influence, with a military background, which is my dad, my hero, telling his story to the world. That's just how simple it is. Yeah, so like that's how it is. So my like the project for my project coming this year, like people should like, the only thing that's going to be consistent will still be that I'll be telling my story. I'll be singing in like Yoruba and like English because I had a little bit of both worlds, you understand? And I mean, but like in terms of like genre, in terms of like what I could drop, there's always going to be diversity. You get like I have something coming with like Ruga.
Oh, dope.
Like it's not even something.
Another guy that
fans
has
expect.
substance, bro.
You get me?
Ruga
Like
is a dope
and like
artist.
it's like some dancehall stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I mean, like for me, I don't feel like it should be one type of sound alone. Like I mean, some artists love doing that, and I respect them as well. But like the way I do my music, when I go into the studio, I like to see what I could do in different styles, and it's been really really amazing. My power is that fusion. Like that's why I've done a lot of collaborations smoothly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so,
it does make sense. Like, but bro, I will be honest with you. I'm so fed up with the Nigerian
usual,
like, not just with the Nigerian consumer behavior.
Yeah,
it's annoying. That song with Psycho YP and what's the third person? So
Means.
Psycho YP Means. That's
some
it.
kind of things.
That song.
That's a banger.
You don't even have to say. You don't say, so they don't say, this guy is pop. I will say it for you. Bro, that song. That song is
that's one of the best collabs last year, and that's one of the best music videos.
And that's where my next question was.
You know, and I mean, like, there's a lot of things with the industry that's not good. That's like really, really messed up. Like, I went to an interview just now, like, and they were talking about with Eddie's nomination. I'm so like, what? Like, you know, like, the presenter was trying to ask me a question, and she was asking me best rap single. And the nomination that first came up was Charlie Poppy and Odumodu cast. I was like, best rap. I don't mean street pop. I don't mean dance. Best rap, like hip hop rap.
You just triggered me.
The only two rappers on that list that I could see was Ladipo and I think Black Bones. The other people were like, Cast is an amazing song, viral song, crazy song. I love the song. Shout out Odumodu, shout out Charlie Poppy, but respectfully, it's not a rap song. You get what I'm saying? I don't think. I mean, Odumodu raps, but even on that song, he was not rapping.
Yeah,
he was dropping lamba. You can't call So I don't know. There's a lot of things with the industry, and I feel the consumers over there, you know, even with the whole like a lot of like if you check the charts now, you know, there's a lot of like farming and everything going on.
They have tractors now.
Yeah, so but like I mean, one thing I've been doing is one thing I've been so grateful for. I mean, is that people are actually fed up.
Oh,
you know, I feel like that's one great thing that we right now have. Like, people are fed up. Like, it's like people right now are looking for younger artists.
Facts.
Just that people are like, I need new music. Like, I just want, like, people are looking for a breath of fresh air.
But so people should have done that earlier.
When
I first started all this YouTube, blah, blah, blah. For me, anyone that knows, you know me, man. I'm always into unknown artists. That's all I do.
You're always support, like,
always, I don't care about.
But that's what people are just trying to, like, because they were chopping the facade for like a while. Now everybody's, because people are starting to see now a lot of artists that chatting or whatever. Then you bring them on stage, you save money and book them on stage. They can't even perform.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, how can they perform?
Do you understand? When they're not properly grouped. Like, I mean, like, I feel like, bro, like, there's a reason why this podcast makes more sense now. Because you know me from like 2022 and there's been growth.
So now you get the vibe.
Yes, like imagine like if we just meet today and do this podcast, it will happen, but it can't be as
it won't be
impactful.
Authentic.
Yeah, so
it won't be authentic.
There's a reason why every work you put in has its effect, but everybody just wants to just pop. Everybody just wants to pop.
Like I said, the people I want to genuinely speak to are the people I got to my podcast.
Yeah,
the other day, as my boy Ade Josh,
yeah.
Now obviously that's a UK Afrobeats artist, one of the dopest, if not top 3, top 5.
Yeah.
Top 3 or top 5, yeah. And that's my guy. He came up here and we chopped it up, and that's exactly what I want with the music. I want things to be authentic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people shouldn't make a type of song that they want to make for themselves. You can do that, but we're not stupid. We're not fools. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I wanted to ask, like, in this sense, there's one time you went off on Twitter, I was laughing.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm always going
this
off.
This brother doesn't go off normally.
Yeah, I don't go off normally, but like once in a while, bro, I just usually I haven't delayed it. Like, I'm just so to be honest, I'm going to cause a lot of trouble in this industry, but I just, everything, like, I'm very self-aware, so I know that I need to put in more work. And you don't talk first, you have to do the work first.
Facts.
If you talk first, you're just going to look like you're not serious.
Yeah.
But sometimes I can't, like, gets to me and I still come online and talk because, like, we know we're doing amazing music. We're pushing the culture. We're in the studio every day, like, taking time to make Afrobeats, like, the newest, like, bro, them Wiz
Big
and Burna
jams.
and all these guys have done their own. They are now they are riding on their wave. Burna is gonna sell out shows until he retires. Wizkid is gonna sell out, and right now is our duty. The way Wizkid brought a fresh angle to the game, the way Burna, is our duty to also see what's the next generation. In 10 years' time, will Afrobeats that have died, or are we still championing it with like new sounds? Are we still So, but like we are doing the work, we and a lot of other young artists out there, but most of these people that are not doing the work, most of the people that are trying to turn Afrobeats into a joke, they are intentionally trying to ignore. So sometimes I go off, because I know that these people, they are just whining themselves. We know the people that are doing real music.
It's poverty alleviation.
You could fake it all you want. You could boost your numbers to millions. We know people that, like, if you hear my song, I talk and say, "Our long burning borough." You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a joke. Like, you understand? Ask your girlfriends, ask your Gen Z people that are listening to those that are next. They know those that are making music.
That's fine.
Shout out to Tariq, Taves, Dave. Shout out to Shine TTW. Shout out to we that are trying to make. You understand? There's a lot of really young talents.
Oh no, that's
amazing
no.
music.
Listen, while you're saying it, that's something that people are aware of. But you already know how the mindset of the average.
So many, bro. Like,
average Nigerian man's mindset.
You heard Me's album?
Yep.
You heard like, bro.
I reviewed it.
And people with the same music, they like, bro. So like, they're just not listening. But that's what I feel like. That's our job now, to just to try and just get things back on track.
One thing as well is just the fact that we can't ignore the mindset of the average Nigerian consumer. So especially music consumers or internet or social media age, is the fact that they gravitate towards things that are trending. Yes. So they don't know, because most of these guys, again, like I said, you can't necessarily blame them because they don't
busy
have
with their life on all that.
That's it. Some people don't have jobs, they don't have food, so they need to escape. And Afrobeat is, we already know,
turn up,
it's escapism.
Party,
Afrobeat is an escapism genre. Music, it's just like we need that to escape. And if you start to say the truth, a lot of people will turn off. Yeah. Hence why back in the days it made more sense. You have your Daddy Shoki, you had your African China. Those guys became like pop artists to the Nigerian masses or to people that listen to music, because they were saying things that people wanted to say but they couldn't. But I have a feeling if social media was prevalent then, those guys wouldn't pop. Most people didn't have ways to express themselves. So they will listen to Daddy Shoki saying something. They'll be like, that's can't I want to. They can relate to it. So now we have this world. We're now in an age where most of these people are exposed to what's happening in the Western world. So they see what's cool and think, oh, I'd rather do that. So if you now come and sing song about poor man no get food or whatever, I don't want to hear that. You get what I mean? It's like these people don't want to hear it, but only a real artist would push that agenda until he gets to the top. Do you know what I mean? So it's, for me, I'm not even surprised that it's going on this way, because I have a feeling Afrobeats is going to turn out to be like dancehall.
Bro, to be honest, that's the scary thing. Like, to be honest, like what I even feel is, so like I even understand, like any artist that's even trying to make suffer music now, like you're not facing reality, because like everyone is tired of suffering. Like, bro, even in Nigeria, bro, even in Nigeria now, like like even talking about the government itself, everybody's just trying to do what they're trying to do, because like it's like people are just trying to escape from like the reality and stuff. But like I mean, the quality is is where like the point I was trying to make, because like even if you are singing about love, even if you are trying to make people dance, even if like you can still do it to a standard. Like there's some kind of music that's coming out these days and that they are hyping. That's, bruh, if you hear it there, it's a big disrespect. Like if someone randomly, if a random person from maybe Costa Rica says, I want to listen to Afrobeats, and you play that song as the first record, years of hard work, gone down the line. So man,
they'll think those are the flagship.
They'll think those are the flagship. You understand? So like, I mean, like artists. I'm one of the young guys that is like, I mean, like it's slow and steady for people like us. We're not trying to just go the route of big back, just trying.
Know what? I've always thought that. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, anyone that knows me, I always like to say the truth. I'm not. No one pays me, so I'm just gonna say. I've always thought to myself, like, wait, I feel Major AJ is talented, but what's going on? You know what I mean? Now I'm not necessarily saying it's the record label's fault. It's not. Because the record label already have a roster. So they have, okay, maybe this month to this month we're gonna focus on this artist. Everyone has to have the turn, right? And I don't know, how do you deal with that in that sense where it's not necessarily envy or jealousy, but you're sitting in a room and you're dope, and there's a lot of people on the record label, what's it called, roster, and those people are getting the look in before you. How do you feel? Do you just sit there and go, what the heck? or do you go, oh, you know what, maybe it's not my turn?
I mean, like that's one thing I think is a superpower for me, being self-aware. You understand? Like I'm very self-aware. Like to be honest, before you say something to me, I already figured it out, type shit. So for me, I mean, there's nobody that would get anybody that gets anything before me deserves it. There's a reason why. You get what I'm saying? And they worked for it. You understand what I'm saying? Like Young John, Black Bones, which are like my seniors in the label. Of course, like they put in the work. You get what I'm saying? We can't take it away from them. Young John has been in the game since when? Black Bones has been in the game since when? I just came in like 2021. You understand? So it's just like how if you're born in an African family, you cannot pick meat inside the food before your older brother. It is not possible. Where I'm from, I can't. If you try that in an African home, you get. You understand? Like what I say, like you wait, then your elder ones, then you follow. So I mean, like that's why I feel like a lot of artists maybe they just don't understand the game. Because if you really understand the game, there's really no pressure. I mean, at the end of the day, who I'm always like battling is myself. Like I don't want to be where I'm at last year. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like that's like every single time. Yeah, and I'm always just talking to God. Like I want to make it in life. I want everything to click for me. But like in terms of the game, I don't really think I'll start getting emotional or feeling. I mean, that's why a lot of artists run to drugs. That's why a lot of artists beef and envy. Like you just feel like a lot of things you deserve it when you don't even deserve it.
You know what? Some people actually do.
Yeah.
I'm saying this because.
Oh, like, yo, I'm just talking from my own label.
No, I know, with you. That's why I say clearly,
personal,
I love the fact that you said what you said because it's true. Like, there's like 2 or probably even 3 people that have been in the industry way before you.
Yeah, and when it gets to my turn, you know,
that sounds great. That sounds nice. But in my head, I'm thinking, if I was in your position, flip that, mate. I'm dope. I don't care what you guys say. But that's what I'm saying. I have in my mind, there's a thing where a lot of cultural stands and cultural kind of morals have hampered a lot of things. Now, this is not you, so I'm taking it off Major Age. I'm just saying in general. I've been in some rooms, I've seen so many artists that are really dope, producers that are doper than the producer that has been producing since my granddad was alive. But the truth is, they stay back and go, you know what?
Laid back?
No, they're not laid back. They justify them not having a chance now as to, this guy's been there before me.
Because I feel like that one might be being laid back. Because me, I don't. The funniest thing is that go ask of me Chuck City. I take it. I don't wait to.
I like
forget
that.
It too.
That's
forget,
no.
Forget it. Be my but this meat we're still saying in the pot. If you don't pick it on time, I'll pick it from you. You understand what I'm saying? Even in an African home, like if your elder brother is dulling,
of course you go for
it. You go for it, and your mom's will say why. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I feel like it's something that. Everybody's journey is kind of like different, you know. Everybody's journey is very different because you know there's been a lot of cases where people try to like, you know, like there's some I know artists that move that way, like just feel like you deserve it. You understand? But then again, you know what? You know a lot of things have to click for an artist to make it. You know, music is one of those like. It is not guaranteed.
100%.
Like you know, labels even spend all the budget with all the strategy, and you might still not pop. Exactly. Like that's how music. It's like It's not like a certain thing. So there's a way like you have to give yourself some level of grace. You understand? But at the same time, you can't be dull. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm self-aware. For example, now, okay, in my label, you understand what I'm saying? Like. One of our biggest performing artists right now is Jiggy. So you might want to drop first. You understand? That's very understandable. If I'm the 100%. Highest performing, of course I'm going to go first. Do you understand 100%. What I'm saying? And the thing is, when I'm going to be the highest performing, Jiggy can be the highest performing. Everybody kind of has their turn. Time and season is something everybody needs to understand. There can't be 2 presidents at once. You get what I'm saying? So even if you love being the president right now, if there's someone on the throne, you have to wait.
You have to wait,
So like, I feel like some artists, because I'm saying this thing because a lot of artists, mental battle that you're fighting with yourself alone is already is making your talent. You understand? Bro. And I was there for a while. I was there for like a year. I mean, after I signed with Chuck City, after my first project, I was in a depressed state. You understand? Because after I got signed, I just thought they were gonna unveil me and everything is just gonna go up from there. But I realized that it's in movies that things work that way. If you in real life, like for every artist that's blown, people believe in them. And you don't just believe in things instantly. We've been like, I'm a Christian because like my parents raised me in it. I had to go to church for so many times. I had to read the Bible. So it's so hard for anybody to take that faith away from me. It took a while for me to believe in it. So that's why you see a lot of people that rush in, rush out. I mean, bro, since 2022, Major Age is still here. I'm in London right now. I have a song with Ruga coming. I'm
Come
working
on.
with Jiggy. Like, bro,
Come on.
like it might be you know it's slow a bit, but it's not. It might be slow. It might be like
That's
but
true,
we're
that's
moving.
true.
Like compared to the people that popped that time are now zero. Like nowhere to be found. Though.
Bruh,
You get what I'm saying?
that's another thing as
Yeah.
well for me. It's just that we are in a situation where loads of times when I watch maybe podcasts or watch people sit down and talk, they don't really talk about the things I want to hear. I'll be honest with you. I just kind of, it's so very industry.
Yeah,
some
they're
people,
trying to
some
not be
people might look at me
vulnerable,
and
right?
say, "But you talking, you're part of the industry." Yeah, somehow I am, but I'm not one of those guys that will not tell I won't say the truth. You know, even talking about like headies and stuff, that tells you that gives you an insight into how the industry is.
Yeah.
A lot of things are like not done really well.
Yeah, facts.
Too many incompetent people,
There's a lot of things
and
that
there's
need
a
to
lot
be
of
fixed.
there's a lot of D riders. There's a lot of people that are in places because they're uncles, brothers, houseboys,
Yeah,
gatesman.
even in the whole Nigerian economy, government.
So,
yeah.
An award
Unqualified.
body would always reflect its environmental society. That's literally how it works.
Facts.
And, and I just feel like outside that, we have people that want to say something, but they're scared. If I talk, man, if you cancel me or they won't give me a chance,
they won't
work with me anymore. And like you said earlier, someone like Young John has worked his way from as a producer, he's transitioned successfully into an artist.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anyone says, but for you as a person, just knowing the fact that you just said that, oh, you know what? Regardless, as much as I'm patient and I know there's seasons and times for stuff, I still think if the opportunity arises,
Straight
I'll
up.
take it.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just saying in general that it's the same struggle I have when I see Magics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy's a dope artist.
Yeah.
Not saying anyone that's got their shine doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that some artists deserve that limelight. And
Like
of
you
course,
like you feel like some artists deserve more, right?
bro,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
I dig.
Bro,
dig,
I listen to
I
Major
dig.
John. I'm like, no
dig.
dig at any other artist in Nigeria.
Yeah.
There's like 10 artists now.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're number one in that 10, but you're in
Yeah.
that list of people. I'm going, yo, wait, hold on a minute. This guy drops music. There's substance to it. What's going on? And I start to like look at the record label with a left eye.
Yeah.
Then sometime I'll pull myself back in. I'll go, oh, maybe they know what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Because if they're getting it right with 2-3 artists, they
Yeah.
must know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I always try and put myself in the artist's shoes.
Shoes too,
I'm
right?
like, how is Major AJ feeling?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm just sitting down there and this artist is topping charts. I'm going, in my head though,
Yeah.
obviously not you, but for me, I'm like, wait, guys, let's give me 1 month of this shine and see what I'll do.
Yeah, so to be
Do you know
honest,
what I
yeah. So let me put it this way. So like this is how it is, yeah. Like I feel like that's a sensitive place to be in because like you have to be very careful to not want what you don't deserve yet.
Facts.
Cause like this is how it is, yeah. The reason why I said Young John and Black is because they are currently bigger than me.
Of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, you need to be self-aware. There was a time I was on 1,000 Spotify listeners.
Facts.
I was not hyping myself that I had 1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm at like a couple of numbers we're going for. Hey, it's going to be maybe 1 billion one day. It's going to be hundreds of millions. Exactly. So, I mean, you know when you have the leverage. You know when you are... Because like, so if you look at a lot of the industry, like one thing you know is everybody don't get the same budget.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's just like how, as you are like,
Absolutely.
if you have like 5 businesses and one gives you $1 million and the other gives you 10K, you're obviously going to invest more. So like I mean this is all part of it. And I feel like this is the stage where artists need to understand it's like trying to create that buzz to the point that I'll be the artist in my label is the work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? Like, I mean, trying to create the buzz that, okay, like, I'll be like even bigger than Jiggy, even bigger than Black. Trying to work there is the work, is why you're an artist.
Yeah,
You understand? So, like, there are so many things that I can't just... So, let me even give you, like, an example. When I was in Ilorin and as a student artist, I was already nurturing like a student fan base. You understand? Trying to build a student fan base. That time, Black was already coming to Ilorin to perform as an upcoming artist in schools. I was not in the level. He was ahead. Like it's like in a racetrack where someone is in front of you, is in front of you, unless you want to cheat or something. Like he was already in that stage of doing tours. I used to see Black come from OAU. I used to see Black. You understand?
Yeah.
And by the time I was done with school, he had already had his banger and everything. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I mean, like, if you know there are some artists that come into the game and immediately they pop. I mean, if maybe like as I dropped my first song, I mean, it had like a billion streams one way or the other, and a lot of things happen for like some people have really viral moments. You understand? Some people really come from like they'll just put their freestyle online, and boy, it doesn't happen for everybody. It's a once in a like you can't bank your career on that. Even I feel like God doesn't ever cheat. It usually happens to people that that's like their last. Yeah, God usually just comes through like. They'll just like God will just say, okay, just bless this person. But for you, for me now, like, you know, I won't say I've been blessed with information. I feel like God blesses us with what we need. Like, there's a reason why I've been blessed with info. There's a reason why I've been blessed to be this smart to understand that it's a journey for me.
Absolutely.
Because what I'm supposed to build is not supposed to be built in such a short time.
And I can tell you why I believe that.
Yeah,
because you doing the vlog and stuff already, that's you just having a foresight.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of artists doing that. This one, like, obviously I follow on YouTube and seeing that, I know that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. There's a time when Davido started that as well. And look at where Davido is right now. Bro. So some artists, when you see the foresight, you just believe in them. Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, I know that as a black person in the UK, for instance, even as a black Nigerian, I would say my people, my Nigerians, suffer from inferiority complex. So I could be the dopest whatever it is I am. I could even be the dopest cup carrier. Yeah. Now, if there's a white person next to me that doesn't carry a cup, they will go for that person. You
just try and just feel like, I don't deserve this in a way.
And it's not even that. They will rather go for that person before you. Yeah, before you. It's just that simple. But they forget that. Hold on a minute. That guy is actually dope. He knows his stuff. He's knowledgeable. This person here is just they believe the person's got reach. Yeah. But the truth is, like this conversation we're having now, people want to be able to understand that two people talking can relate. So let's imagine I don't know nothing about your culture. Zero. So I'm the BBC. I'll ask you the most dullest questions. So how did you come into the industry?
It's just gonna be like some generic, like, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you now start to understand as an artist, how do I want what kind of fan base do I want? Do I want people that can connect with me, or do I just want the numbers?
Not exactly.
That's what it is. So for me, I always say to people that I work with, it's all about impact, man. When you strive for impact, it's dope. There was
something that, sorry to cut you short. There was something I heard from someone yesterday, which I think is very important. That thing now is actually very important. The guy said, people need to understand that the idea of success for every artist is different. Because, you know, like, I mean, especially when people are famous, we tend to think we know them a lot. You get me? Like, someone in his house now will just be like, Kanye West is not supposed to do this. Kanye West is not supposed to do that.
They don't know what they're dealing with.
You don't know Kanye, bro. You've never, like, Kanye doesn't even know if he existed. Like, this guy has his family, has his people. Like, those around him can tell you the kind of person he is. They can tell you who exactly he is. You don't believe, like, PR and branding. Like, they're selling an image online. You don't even know the person. So, like, I mean, like, that's what the person told me, and it actually made me realize, because there's so many artists that don't even chase all this number one. Bro. They chase people. Like, see all them do Damian Marley. People connect. See, when you call Damian Marley, he's not the most viral, if I'm sure, I don't even know hundreds of his songs, or 50, compared to all this viral. But they respect,
your fave will even reach out to him to do something. To him.
Like, it's not, he doesn't even accept features anyhow. To have a feature with him is even like, do you understand? Like, they're different. So I feel like the goal, that's people need to also understand that one too. Because sometimes, you know, fans are always very passionate. Fans will be like, this guy deserves this. For me now too, like in my label, some people come up, some like very, very interesting fans. Just, toxicity, and I get it a lot. Like, bro, a lot of people love your music. They're so passionate about you. Some of them will come. Absolutely. They will start comparing. Why did I do this? Why did Black Bones do this? Why when I drop my song? And I'm like, bro, when Black Bones was in my stage, there were some people that were popping. It too, it was building his stuff. Wait as well. You know, like, you know, like, it's not that hard. You understand? Like, maybe English and all this Yibo, don't they make us over. If you take it back to the roots and the way we all grew up, and life is never been that. Life is that. So and I feel like whenever you should also move with your guts, you know. If you feel like you deserve it, take chances, go for it. Like me too, I did steady take chances, I did steady go for it. But you can tell that God is still telling me, like, when it's time, there's a way, like, everything will bust. You understand what I mean?
Facts. I think consistency is key though, because outside the fact that I understand when people are saying this, I love your sentiments to how you think, especially around the fact that you're an artist. You know, so many artists will come on the vibe of, whoa, man, that arrogance.
Yeah.
But then again, arrogance is very subjective.
Yeah.
Some people telling you, oh, I believe I'm the greatest. People say that guy's arrogant, but the person is actually telling you he's
Boosted
the greatest.
his confidence.
He knows,
and
his confidence, right?
He knows, yeah.
But this is the thing. I think there's so many errors to stuff. So in the 90s or 80s, there's a way that people would be patient and wait and all of that stuff. It will work for that era.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's about grabbing people's attention
Quick.
because their attention span is low.
Yeah.
So the quicker you grab someone's attention, it's either it sticks or it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like you just throw mud to the wall. Whichever one sticks, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Nigerian, the Afrobeats, what's it called? Industry genre is so saturated.
Yeah.
So much so that people don't even know, and this is the thing that loads of artists kind of forget. People now just care about the music, they don't care about the artist. Back in the day, someone like Michael Jackson would stand, people would be passing out fainting. Or if like Jay-Z's coming, people would be sweating.
People would be crying and
crying,
exactly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember the first time ever that Wizkid came to the UK, this 2011, and I was there and all of that stuff. That was like a moment. There wasn't like social media then. It was like a big moment.
People were connecting to the people. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying for artists that want to pop or have a blow moment, as they would say. It's like, how long would that last?
Exactly.
It wouldn't last, and also the impact is what we should care about. So for me, I rate you for the fact that your music is not just purely melody. There's substance to it. There's lyrics. And the other day on the space, I was explaining to someone there's a difference between music and song. And these people didn't understand it. And music is just sound.
Yeah.
Song is writing. You know what I mean? And to be fair, you make songs.
Yeah.
And people like the goats that people would like to call them, the Olamide, they have songs and they have music.
And they have music. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
everything.
like that's the arc of the Nigerian industry.
That's it.
Being able to be a hybrid. You understand what I'm saying? Being able to drop a party song and also be able being able to, because you have to give your people also what they want, So that's why you see that even a lot of artists in Nigeria that make substance music, they also have tracks that they just go easy and
absolutely. That's why I love Lona. Like Lona last year was my favorite artist that popped out of Nigeria. The album in itself was just great.
Amazing.
Because you can be in a somber mood and listen to it.
Yeah.
You can even be in a happy mood. There's one time I had I normally go for night bike rides at night, like around 2 or 3, just riding and messing about around the area. And I was just listening to the songs like, yo, this guy cracked the code.
It's good.
He cracked the code, But because again, like I said, I understand why people want to sign to record labels. I get it. It's easier. They help you with marketing and all that stuff. Yeah. But sometimes I just feel like to the outsiders watching in, they're like, that guy is signed for that. What's going on? Yeah. That's how I feel about yourself, Magics and all that. But shout out to Chocolate City though, because they've been very consistent. Very, very consistent, because from when they popped, when they started, and when they came into the scene till now, that's dope. And I was reading something the other day. Chocolate City is actually the biggest record label in Africa. I could not believe it. I started scratching my head. I was like, then I read the excerpts
and everything,
facts, and I was like,
City.
oh yeah, it's Chocolate City. And shout out to the people there. There's something else for me personally, just being around the industry and seeing. There's something that I'm not necessarily gassed about in that sense, is the fact that people feel the need to always roll out stuff. And don't you think that is a tiring concept now?
People feel like they need to always roll out stuff, right? What do you mean? Can you explain
further? Song, album, EP. You see, like this now, I don't consider a rollout. This is just you being, like you said, you're not here for it's not like I'm doing a tour.
Exactly. People are always just thinking of that big rollout moments. See, that thing is a problem.
And you know what I'm saying, yeah? That's this thing about this people. That's what I'm saying. Some people are not. It just baffles me, because we all understand these things now. We're bored of it. We don't want to see it anymore. Bro, can you eat rice for 7 days straight?
Do you understand? Just back to back to back.
What are we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Just let things happen naturally. Do you know what I'm saying? It's now goes back to we have loads of people now taking over the social media space in Nigeria. Yeah. They're not artists.
They're just taking over the social media space.
I go on Instagram to check someone's music or maybe see what people are on. I see some guy, ring light. This one on this person's podcast. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, brother, scroll down. I just want to do something else.
Yo,
do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's going on? So I can understand how frustrating it would be if I was an artist, in your position, bro. I'll be smashing walls, bro. I'm like, you guys for real? I've got music come. What were you doing? And I know we can't control what people are into.
Exactly.
But the truth is, I just have to ask in general. So for you now,
Yeah.
What's gonna be your next idea of
Like a rollout
no rollout?
or what?
I feel like
Or
artists
next,
should have a sense of relevance.
Yeah.
You know, there's a thing you would like to do to be relevant. Some people like you do your vlog, which is dope.
Yeah.
20 years from now, if YouTube is still here, someone will go, Major, what?
Of course, yeah.
Major used to do. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I started the vlog. Like, the vlog is I mean, it's gonna even make more sense by then, because like, it's a vlog where I'm vlogging like my story from like being a young artist until like you know, to like a bigger. So the vlog is gonna have like, it already has moments from when it started. So imagine later when I'm doing like maybe stadiums, and we're also vlogging it. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see from episode 1, you know, down to. So for any artist now, that could be, you could just sit down on my channel one day and get, aside from being inspired, you're gonna get tips and tricks to the game.
And
like,
an insight into
and
how
an
you
insight,
are.
because I'm not like, a lot of people just cover the glam. Like in my vlog, you see day-to-day life. I will go for sessions. I will go and fight for features. I will, like, you know, hustle and bustle in Lagos, you know. And when I was coming up, there was nobody to give me the advice, because I grew up in the north. So I was always checking online and all.
Wait, what part in the north?
Kanji.
Yeah,
the Kanji Dam.
Niger
State.
Niger
Yeah.
State.
So like, I didn't have anyone to tell me like, this is what A&R is, this is what this is, this is what that is, this is what you're supposed to do. So I mean, that's why I started the vlog, and I feel like every artist should really, really work on their relevance. What will make you relevant? Like, what will make people remember you? Guy, like, see, nobody can take anything from Two-Face.
Try it.
See all this thing that's going on online, that him and his wife and something. Nobody can take anything away.
Absolutely no one
from Two-Face. Like,
see how they're even supporting the guy.
Yeah, do you understand? Like that part too. Like up to now, like the whole marriage and everything is his personal life, and it is only him that can deal with it. Like, I feel like the only fuck up about that was coming on social media.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like, I feel like it's a personal
even
thing.
him too. The virus catch him now.
Yes, that's just like, bro. Like,
the virus catch
it's like, but the fact that it's a legend, like, his legacy can't be taken away, like, forever. Like, his legacy can't be taken away. And even when I see people still talk about Olumentane, people still talk. So, and I feel like
my name was Olumentane when I was 12. I called myself Olumentane. Everyone knows.
Do you
this
understand?
Now.
Like, and you can't forget.
There's no
that. Like,
song of Olumentane I can't sing word for word.
You can't even.
None.
Fact is, if Olumentane was in this room now, you probably like. There's a way you're just gonna remember that moment. You might not say it because it's there, but you're just gonna remember that time where people used to call you Olumentane. Like, you can't take away impact. Like,
I called
it just
impact.
Yes,
is important,
impact is important. Like, we don't forget these things.
I would say to artists, like, I work with some artists, and I say, bro, let's just focus on impact. Whatever you do, like me, but I keep saying this. When I first told people about Ayomaf couple of years ago, they were like, "What the heck is that?" Now Ayomaf is known, right? Because it's one of those things, like, you just hear a sound and go, oh, people must hear this. And it's up to you if you consume it. If you don't want to, it's cool. You know. And even when he was here, and I had him on my podcast as well, your mouth and stuff, like, we were talking, you can see that he can understand that I wasn't bluffing, because he was just an upcoming artist, like people would like to say. And I sort of just reached out to him, reacted to a song, and I was gassed about it. You would think I've known this guy for
before,
but I just loved the sound. It was something fresh.
It's
the same way I said to you that song too, something fresh. Like, I love it. I just like hearing stuff like that. Now I can't reach out to Wizkid and Burna Boy about something fresh. Why? Because they've given me pretty much all the things they want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? So I personally would say, because I love to do things inversely, so I like to do things backwards. So before we round up, how did you get a link with Chocolate City?
To be honest, it was just I was already making music from university. So after I left uni, like, I couldn't pursue it like well, because I was a student, you know, and I could not move to Lagos fully. But I used to always come and do it and go back. And after I finished like university, I came to Lagos. Then I was just really grinding, you know, DMing producers, linking producers. Recorded, you know, saving up money to push up songs, digital marketing, put it on blogs, you know. So I was just doing all that. I dropped my first official single with Tells. It was produced by Tells, Terminator. I dropped that 2021. Tells. And then I went ahead to drop like my next single, with same Grammy-winning producer Lyric. You know, so crazy. My first 2 singles are Grammy award-winning producers. As I know, I'm gonna win a Grammy someday.
Chase,
Yes,
come on,
sure.
say that again,
I'm
bro.
going to
Come
win a
on,
Grammy someday.
one day, let's grow.
Because like that's such a divine thing to come into the game and my 2 first production.
Shout out to
Grammy producers. Shout out Lyric and Tells.
Tells, man, which tells us on this podcast too. Shout out to Tells,
shout
man.
out to Tells.
Tells.
So I mean, we did that, and then the next year, like people like Terminator a lot. That was like the first time I was like dropping a single that I was singing. You know, I used to rap a lot. I know when I was in uni, so people liked it. And Original Love, people liked it. Then 2021, I dropped what's it called, Salo. So that song Salo was a song that an A&R in Chocolate City heard, and they reached out to me on Instagram. It's like, am I signed? You know, I said I'm not signed. From there, it was just history.
Dope.
Yeah, bro.
Come on. Hey, bro. Major AJ
Yes,
finally
sir.
touched down. He did say this a couple of years ago that one day I'm coming to the UK.
Do you get
This guy? Anything he
yeah.
says, I believe. He's the
happens.
next prophet.
Inshallah.
You just, you know what? Just open church or mosque.
Yeah.
You're gone, bro. Trust me, bro. Because it's one of those things where, and again, I have to give myself credit before.
Yeah.
The fact that I noticed
The
that
fact that
Major
you,
is
yeah,
dope.
man. Because
Do you
back
know what I mean?
like from day one, like
Yeah, man. You know, because
Yeah.
people now will be saying, you know, our culture, you can't big yourself up.
Yeah.
Apparently, we are deflated balloons. We should always just be like,
nah,
brother, I'm the
man.
GOAT.
Yeah, man. Like
Nah,
I
he is
know,
the
bro. I love that, man. Because I mean,
Yeah, man.
that's really a big issue, like imposter syndrome, like you said.
Yeah, bro.
We face it a lot in Nigeria. Like,
Even me too, I deal with it sometimes.
I mean,
I have to shake it off.
you have
bro.
to shake it, and I feel like
Shake
it's
it
just
off,
the way
man.
we're raised, like some kind of humility. But sometimes you should not be humble. I always tell people do some things for the plot of it, you know. Like,
Yeah.
bro. Especially when you know you work and you deserve it, you know.
Yeah,
That's why
bro.
sometimes I be going off on my socials,
I
but
like
I still
that.
they wait, you know.
I
Like
like
when
that.
time reach, you know. Go
I love that. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of artists just being themselves. People
Yeah.
forget that Kanye
Yeah.
is relevant, not because he's one of the greatest
'Cause he's
producers
the
or artists,
realest.
because he's crazy. Bro.
Realest,
He might say the
crazy.
weirdest thing ever that I shouldn't say, but it's just like 20, 30 years from now, you're going to investigate. That guy was crazy. But
Yeah.
they say there's always truth in someone's madness. But
Yeah, facts,
guys,
facts.
thanks for watching, man. Thank you, Major AJ.
Thank
Love,
you
man.
so much,
Love.
Banks. I had so
Bro.
much fun, and it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
definitely gonna be coming back.
Please, yeah,
when
man.
I'm
Come back.
dropping,
I'll
you
be
know?
here, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
coming,
All right,
you know.
bro. Love, man.
Love, my brother. I appreciate you.
Go check out his music. Go check out his stuff.
Yes, sir. Check
He
out
knows what
Bad
he's
Boy
talking
Major.
about.
Check
Come on.
out new music coming. You go more
But
collaborations.
make sure you check his first EP that I got introduced to, though.
Retroverse. Yes, you need to check that out too. Thank you,
Bless,
bro.
Bless.
Bless.
Bless.